A sealed park. Spurred on by the Ferris wheel ticket the young girl left behind, Luke and I tried to gain access to the park, but its gates were locked shut. Perhaps that man from the town hall, Rodney, can help us get the gate open. Rodney said, "Go away," and sent us down to the sewers. It seems the only person who can take us into the park is the park caretaker. Now, if we could only find the man. Rodney mentioned that the caretaker had the additional duty of looking after the town sewer system. Maybe the caretaker is below ground today? Maybe. I'm bad at reading sentences with question marks at the end. It took a trip into the sewers to do it, but we finally succeeded in locating the park caretaker. He was quite pleasant to deal with and consented to open the park for us after we helped him with a small plumbing problem. Now that the gate is finally open, we can set out about exploring the town park. Up we go. Up, up. Right? Yeah, everything else we got. Oh. Are they refilling the hint coins? Oh. Okay. The park is really kind of sad, isn't it? So rusty and abandoned. It's just as Sylvian said. It seems that no one set foot in this park for a dreadfully long time. Now, on to business. Let's give the grounds around the Ferris wheel a once-over. I expect we'll find something of interest there. We found a puzzle on the board. Oh my. What is it, Professor? Look at this wrong person. Look at this poster. The picture appears to be the same as the one in the ticket we picked up. Looks like it's been posted here for ages. It's so faded. You can't even read the letters. Oh! Hey, isn't that... Yes, I thought so. That's little Flora there in the middle of the picture, isn't it? She looks exactly as she does in the portrait we saw of her in Reinhold Manor. It would seem that Baron Reinhold built this amusement park for sole enjoyment of his daughter. Strange. I wonder why it wasn't more popular with the village folk once it was open to the public. Well, I don't suppose speculation will help us very much. Let's keep moving. Right you are, Professor. A map of the park. It's yellowed with age. A disgusting can that I put my hand into, but I found a hint coin. It was worth it. I need a sink and some soap. Look, get down from the lamp. It's not worth it. Nice, okay. Ferris wheels to the front. We'll go to the sides first. Sylvan! Oh, you lads again, eh? How do you like me park? Lovely, isn't it? The sun's shining bright today and I'm in fine spirits. Why not celebrate this weather with a puzzle? Let me tell you one of my favorites. Number 88. In a hole. A tennis ball has rolled its way into a hole. This particular hole is extremely deep and has a sharp bend in the middle, making the ball impossible to retrieve by hand. To make matters worse, the ground around the hole is made of hard clay, so digging the ball out isn't an option. However, you may have something incredibly commonplace on hand that you can use to get the ball out. What do you use to get the ball out? Answer in 5 letters. What? Water, I assume.
That should do it. Every puzzle has an answer.
And this one is water. Stay hydrated. That's correct. Theoretically, you could use any liquid in which tennis balls can float, but water is the liquid you would most likely have handy. Since the ground is hard clay, there's little chance of the water getting absorbed to the surrounding earth. The ball should come up with little difficulty. You're quite the solver, aren't you? Ah yes, getting back to me park. It hasn't been properly maintained, and parts are just rotting away. If something looks old and broken, do the smart thing, lads, and stay away from it. That goes to Layton. Item went to Layton. Violin for Layton. Hole in the ground puzzle index. Let's go. There's a piece of paper on the floor. Oh, there's a puzzle in the hut. Oh, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle here. 116, the largest total. Oh boy. 9 squares are carved into a piece of wood. Arrange 9 unique numbers between 1 and 51 so that any 3 numbers have the same sum when added vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. I know about this, but it takes a while. While several combinations are possible, your task is to find the number that occupies the center square when you arrange the numbers to yield the highest possible total. So you'd want to have 51 in the center? I think we're going to need a hint. 51 numbers you can choose from, but since you're trying to get the largest total possible, you might want to try the bigger numbers first. Okay. No, As stated in hint 1, you should place large numbers in your square. Use the numbers 43 through 51 when formulating your answers. Okay. It might not seem obvious at first, but the center number is used in every single tabulation. Since you're trying to get the largest sums possible, doesn't it make sense to put the largest number right in the middle? So wouldn't the answer just be the middle one, which would be... And I don't need to figure out the rest?
Well, here's my guess. Professor, I've solved it!
So I don't actually... Okay, but it does do that thing where, okay, it puts it off to the side. That's what I was thinking, but yeah. That, you know, it gets rid of all of the guesswork when it's just like, hey, just put 51 in the middle and you've won, which I'm like, well... If it was like, oh, you gotta fill in all the squares, you know, I don't know. Great job. To get the largest total possible from any 3 vertical, horizontal, or diagonal numbers, you should place the largest number available in the middle square. Once you've decided on that as your middle number, all you need to do is test whether you can complete the square. The full solution should look something like the diagram above. Got it. See, if they were like, we want you to know what the... If you know that 51 goes in the middle, then we want you to tell us what the side numbers are. I'd be like, well, nope, to the internet. Ooh, I got it, but just barely. Very just barely. Like, so just barely. Haha. Haha. Nope, I didn't want to talk Sylvan. I'm sorry, Sylvan, I don't want to talk to you. Brings a tear to my eye to say several parts of this park are simply rotting away. Be smart and stay away from it if it looks like it's rotting. Alright, thing on the ground. Look at this, Professor. It's lying on the ground. It appears to be a scrap of notepaper. Would you read it aloud for me? Sure thing, Professor. Alright, let's see. The older she gets, the more young Miss is catching on to this village's secret. She seems lonely, which is probably why the boss asked me to build an amusement park for her. Yep, it certainly looks like I've got my work cut out for me. The young miss mentioned here must be Flora. The whole park was built just for her. But I don't understand, Sutherline. What's all this business about a secret in the village? I just wasn't ready to handle the boss's death. Poor young miss, she's all alone in the world now. But no matter what happens, I have to keep going and take care of her in the boss's place. The page ends there. Baron Reinhold sounds like he truly loved his daughter more than anything. Fate can be so cruel. Go back this way. Move forward. Nope. This place is so run down. It looks like it hasn't been touched in years. What a shame. I bet it used to be a fun place. There's even a big tent like the kind you see in circuses. Yes, there is something quite sad about it, isn't there? How strange. This was clearly a traveling carnival, so why was it left to rot here in St. Mystery? I bet the Ferris wheel is a mess too. I suppose I'll get to use that ride ticket we picked up. Well, we have better things to do than ride that thing, don't we? Somewhere in this park hides a clue to finding the golden apple. I'm sure of it. It feels that no one is working the shop. It's okay, everything's probably rotted in here anyways. Ooh, that looks like a circus big top. No one seems to be inside. It's a horse. And coin. Puzzle? No. No puzzle. There's no puzzles. Oh, I was like, there's no puzzles on this screen? Impossible. Look, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle here. Number 115. Odd box out. Of the 4 boxes below, 3 are the exact same box viewed from different angles. The 4th box has a slightly different design. Can you spot the odd box out? Okay, so it goes... I can't do this. And then... heart. And then... star. And then... diamond. Okay, so... X, heart, star, diamond, X. Okay, so that and this are okay? And then heart, square. I gotta draw this one out. And I can't do it on the screen, apparently. I'm thinking A? But even then I'm like, I just don't think I'm mentally dragging things around correctly. Nope.
I'm so embarrassed.
Nope, try to picture how the box looks unfolded. I am! I'm literally drawing it out! Okay. It's not A, so we know that A is the one we have to map everything else to. I click. I click. Well, if that's the case, that's the only one with purple on it, so wouldn't it be D? Yes, we're guesstimating.
Well, here's my guess.
Okay, because I was like, it's got the purple on it. So, if the first purple is correct, then the second purple is probably incorrect, is my thought. A, B, C. Ah, it's the star. Yeah, it was like the heart, the sun, the square, and the diamond. I was like, yeah, those are perfect, which is why it was so hard to tell. I didn't know if it was just one off. Good thinking. If you break down boxes A, B, and C, you can see that they all share the same arrangement of decorations. However, when you break down box D, you can see that its faces are arranged in a slightly different manner and might look something like the above diagram. However, you can't know for sure because the other 3 faces of box D are unknown. Ooh, that puzzle should put up a fight. This must be the Ferris wheel we were looking for. Luke, why don't you look around and see if anything seems odd about it? Sure thing, Professor. I'm not Luke, I'm Layton. Did you find anything out of the ordinary, Luke? No, not a thing. Maybe there's no secret hidden in this Ferris wheel after all. That remains to be seen. Let's look around a bit more, shall we? Investigate the park. There we go. Oh, appears no one's working the shop. This was a ticket stand once, but it's unmanned now. Nice, okay. Got puzzles? The entire thing's a puzzle, okay. Though I can't put my finger on it, there's something quite odd about this Ferris wheel. It makes me wonder if we might have overlooked something important around the park. That reminds me, Luke, have you heard the wonderful puzzle about the Ferris wheel? Ferris wheel riddle, number 87. There are 10 two-seater cars attached to the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel turns so that one car rotates through the exit platform every minute. The wheel began operation at 10 in the morning and shut down 30 minutes later. What's the maximum number of people that could have taken a ride on the Ferris wheel at that time period? Alright. Shut down 30 minutes later. So you got 1, 2. You got 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a 10-minute ride. So you got there are 10 two-seater cars. Okay. So you got 20 people for 10 minutes. And then you got more people. No. Yes? No. Would it just be 60? If you got 20 people, each time you go 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So it's 10 times 20. Sorry, I started thinking about Ferris wheels. It was like, wow, only 10-minute ride. Like that's crazy. But it's like also 10 minutes is a long time sometimes. Okay, so for 30 minutes. Yes, I have to write it out. Okay, 2, 4, 6. All right, so it's 60 people. in that time period. Maximum, probably 60, I assume. And it's probably wrong for some reason, I don't know why.
How does this sound?
Yes.
I've let you down, Professor.
Too bad. A car comes once a minute for 30 minutes. 2 people can ride in each car. It certainly sounds simple, but it's awfully easy to overlook some important facts surrounding this problem. It's probably that while it's going back around again the last time and emptying people out, it's not cycling people in again. Alright, so you've got the first rotation, that is 20 people. You got the second rotation, that is 20 people. And so it's only 40 people because the last 10 minutes they were cycling people out. Right? Right?
How does this sound?
No. No.
I've let you down, Professor.
Hint time. You may think all you have to do is add a few things up, but there's a trick to this problem that's easy to overlook. Think about the way the Ferris wheel Think about the way Ferris wheels have to work. If 2 people catch the first ride of the day, how much time will pass before they get off the ride? That's the part you have to tell me. 10 minutes. So you get on. 10 minutes. Doot, 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 doot. And then you get off, and someone else goes in. Yeah, like that part's not wrong. If the wheel has to stop promptly at 10:30, when the operator won't allow anyone on who can't get off the Ferris wheel by 10:30. So what does that mean? It means that when the 2 passengers step out of their gondola at 10:30, all of their gondolas on the Ferris wheel should be empty as well. Yes. Should then mean it's 40. Unless I'm counting wrong how many Ferris things there are. The first pair of people board the Ferris wheel at 10 p.m. will get off the ride 10 minutes later. Since the ride itself takes 10 minutes, no one will get off until 10:10. Then, from 10:10 until shutdown at 10:30, people will get off the ride at a rate of 2 per minute. Calculate the number of people coming off the ride and you'll have your answer, but be careful because it's easy to make a mistake. Apparently, yes, because I am still wrong, even though I am saying the same thing you are. Alright. Okay. Like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy says, the answer is 42. Please explain. That's 41. Layton hasn't read Hitchhiker's Guide, apparently.
I think I've got it.
Correct.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Explain it to me, Luke. What's going on here? That's right. For the first 9 minutes, the Ferris wheel is moving. The cars arriving at the unloading zone are unoccupied. Okay. But, well, then why is it still 40? For the last 9 minutes of operation, needless to say, no one will be allowed to board the cars. From the time the Ferris wheel fills up at 10 minutes past the hour until the last passenger steps off at 10:30, a total of 21 sets of passengers will have taken a ride on the Ferris wheel. Excellent job, my boy. Thanks. Wikipedia. We should take another quick look around the art and make sure we haven't missed an important clue. Painting scrap. Ferris wheel riddle. Uh-huh. Oh, another one? It's a lovely Ferris wheel. What a shame it's in such disrepair. Okay. Oh. Oh, Professor, there's a strange little shed here. Interesting. It seems this shed routes water to the sewer pipes. I feel this warrants a closer look. I feel this. We cannot closer look at this. It doesn't appear that the door will open. Let's move on and explore the rest of the park, Luke. Down ahead, Corin. Is there anything in the water? Really? Nothing? Mountains? Shrubbery? It says, don't throw trash in the lake. Yeah, don't do it. Well, the dog ain't barking, and apparently there is no puzzle around here, so on we go. Nope. Keep going. Keep going. Says check the Ferris wheel. So in the end, the ticket we picked up turned out to be meaningless. So it seems. I suppose my intuition failed us this time, Luke. Come, let's head back to the heart of St. Mystery and search for our next lead.
What on earth?
Professor!
Get away, Luke! Run! That's preposterous!
That hat is super glued on that man's head. Hey, don't throw trash in the lake.
Blast.
Why with the Ferris wheel? He's like, what is going on? Professor, look what happened to the shed. The Ferris wheel must have simply destroyed it. If we made a wrong step back there, we'd be rubble too. Oh my. I think I found something here, Professor. What could that be? Now, what's an entrance to the sewers doing here? This could well be an underground passage to the tower. We've got to take a look below. Come. I'm right behind you, Professor. Let me save. Waterside Shack.